And we are live with what I am 90% certain is episode 13 of The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. I swear we're gonna finish the intermission chapter today, even if it kills me. Okay, maybe not if it kills me, but like... I'm getting slightly annoyed. Anyway. It's been 2 days we try to finish it. First, let's go grab our thippe. I am like 30% sure. Why did it just double? What the fuck? I am like 30% certain I haven't done the Randy combo craft. The Restaurant Fortuna? Wow. This place is amazing, Lloyd. Yeah, I'm starting to get pretty excited myself. Now, let's see. So our friends might already be waiting in front. We should go find them. Okay. Surfboard and black teddy bear in the resting area. I don't know what that means. Okay. It's only two. Vast park grounds are filled with a variety. I want to like just read it like this, because then Hi guys, sorry we took so long. There you are, Lloyd, Q. Hey. Oof. So you got here first. It looks like we're the only ones here so far. Correct. We were slightly ahead of schedule. So the extra time I've been working to indoctrinate Sully into the Mission Church. Oh no. Hey, don't give them the wrong idea. I mean, he's not even that cute. Not that I think he's cute in the first place. As though he's hiding it from me. The Aeon system has been detecting strong mystifying readings coming from you for a while now. There's no way I could do that. You're lying. Oh, you guys are such good friends. Maybe we should wait here for the others to arrive. Very well. Let the sermon commence. Oh no! I'm gonna sit through a sermon. If I wanted to sit through a sermon, I'd go to church. For today's gospel, we're covering the many blessings Mishu's cuteness contributes to continental peace efforts. Really? You're still on this? Hey, do something, would you? You've already taken down one cult, right? I don't think this one can be stopped. Trust me, quelling Tio's Mishu worship is one barrier we can never get over. Yes! Good. This is where you give up? Yes. After finishing their shopping, the rest of the group joined them at the meeting spot. Lloyd and the others then showed their entry passes at the front gate and stepped into the theme park. Bro, I love this one. Wow! Here we are, Michelin Wonderland. On the verge of tears. It's awesome. You got that right. This is my first time, too. Looks like we're in store for a great deal of fun today. Just look at how many attractions they have. Oh yeah, one day is not nearly enough to experience it all. Take it from me. And spending the entire morning at the beach took up a good chunk of our time, too. We had best focus on the most popular attractions in order to get the full Wonderland experience. Sounds good, but which ones would those be? The Ferris wheel over on the left is definitely on the short list. It's popular with everyone. Families, couples, you name it. It's true, the view is amazing. You might even get more out of it if you save it for last. Ooh, good thinking. That sounds like an excellent way to end the day. Another can't miss is the tower at the heart of the park. Otherwise known as the Castle of Mirrors. It's one of their signature attractions. On the highest floor, you can find what they call the wishing mirror. People say if you ring the bell at the top and make a wish in front of the mirror, it's guaranteed to come true. So we get a wish for Lloyd to stop being a ladies' man? Because that would be funny. My, how romantic. That one's popular with families and couples too. You see, the bell has handles on both sides so that you can ring it with a partner. That makes sense. I imagine it'd be tough to do it alone. Hey, look. Do you think anyone lives in that mansion over there? That place gives me the creeps. Yeah? I don't know. Actually, did they add that one recently? Yep, it's the park's newest attraction. They call it the horror coaster, and it's super popular. Oh no. Yes, I looked into it in preparation for today. It's a thrill ride with a horror theme. The technology they employ for the effects is very impressive. Why does the newest ride have to be a scary one? If Sugar's Bell wouldn't at least give me a warning. I like it. It sounds like my kind of place. Any other standouts to speak of? It's not a ride, but I know the fortune teller's house is popular. Some friends and regulars swear by the so-called soothsayer that started working there last year. First, you can do anything from compatibility readings to finding lost items. Apparently, she's also an exotic beauty with a mysterious aura. What is she, Shara? Like, what the hell? That sounds like Shara. I don't think she's in this game, though. That sounds interesting. Could she be a diviner from the east? You're all forgetting the most vital of today's activities, tracking down Mishi. It's a Michelin custom to locate him throughout the various sections of the park. If you're lucky, you may even encounter his little sister, Michette. Oh, boy. Okay. Theo's got that spark in her eyes. Oh, on that note, is there anywhere in the park we can cool down? Yeah, there's a rest area off to the left. They also serve concessions there. And that sounds like the perfect meeting place for us. I'll be sure to spend a lot of time there, so come see me if you're feeling tired or need first aid. Even the nurse, huh, Cecile? And this was supposed to be your day off. We couldn't possibly ask you to do that. What do you say? One man wouldn't jump at the chance to feel Cecile's healing touch. Oh, Randy. I can give you a reason to need first aid if you'd like, Randy. Just make sure to have some fun for yourself, okay, Cecile? You never get the chance to otherwise. Just let that big, brown, beautiful hair of yours down for once. Alright, I guess I could stand to take your advice. Remember, everyone, we have a dinner party to be at, so we're only free until evening. I'll hand out tickets. Once you have yours, you're free to use them however you want. Try to stay in pairs if there's an attraction you want to go to. Does that sound good? I don't see why not. Understood. No complaints here. Alright, let the fun begin. I'm so excited. Yee! Aren't we the lively bunch? Hey, Sully, want to go around the park together? Okay, just stop tugging on me. Does it remind you of when we were in school? It really does. MWL ticket 5. Here at Michelle Monia could visit the Ferris wheel, blah blah blah. We've seen this already, like twice. Alright. What's this guy selling? Oh! If I had the extra dough. I can't increase his range. Ah, I really want to buy it. Fuck it. Gain CP by attacking enemies on the field. Interesting. Increases chance of cooking a peculiar dish. It's fine. I'm pretty sure I can't access the ornaments of... Yeah, I can. Okay, that's good. Anyway, we need to go to the rest area first. Hey there, little lady. Are you having a me happy time? It's him, the one and only Mishi. They say never meet your heroes, but I don't think that holds true this time. Yeah. Rest area! Oh, let's see. Select the second choice. Purchase Duke from the shop in the top corner. Wait. Randy's room, Kia's room. Wow, none of them do thing. Okay, oh! Okay! Okay, so scroll back up to see who we're gonna give it to. Michelin ticket 1, Rishia. Okay. And then it's, let's go. And then it's everyone. Ferris wheel! The Ferris wheel, I need tickets over here, ladies and gentlemen. No Sunshine Mall Ferris wheel. Here you can see the very best views in all of Michelin from the comfort of your gondola. Okay, give me a moment, I need to drink water. I'm probably just gonna do the Ferris wheel on repeat. For the funds. Actually, wait. House of Mirrors would be perfect for Risha. It's my bad. The question is, do I be a dick and take Ellie to the to the scary ride? They're like walking in place. I love that. They should actually be walking forward, but once we hit 3 tickets, we have a quest to do. Welcome to the Castle of Mirrors. At this attraction, you explore the castle's interior to unlock even before making a wish in front of the wishing mirror on the top floor. I recommend invite someone to share the experience with. Who should I invite? I think I'll invite Risha. Yeah, we 1 ticket, please. Thank you very much. Enjoy your time exploring the fantastic Castle of Mirrors. Ugh. So this is the Castle of Mirrors. I've heard a lot about it being the centerpiece of the park. So it's more impressive on the inside than I could have imagined. Look at that astrolabe in the center. It makes this room feel so mystical and magical. If Philia saw it, I'm sure she'd be banging down Wisham's doors to borrow it for one of our shows. Yeah, I can definitely see that. So the wishing mirror should be somewhere in here, right? Ah, the one that grants you a wish if you stand in front of it after ringing the bell. What Ellie said, it's supposed to be on the top floor. Alright, let's start making our way up there then. Lead the way. Who did I take here with in the Cold Steel games? Speed Breaker 4. I want to say I wish it would let us change the courts of people that aren't currently in the party, but they don't do that in Cold Steel either, so I really can't use that. Okay, for a second I thought... This place is always amazing. I love it. It's amazing. It is beyond amazing in Cold Steel. I forget which of the Cold Steel games we come here for, but you know. Father and child. I should come here with Kia. Here we are on the top floor of the Castle of Mirrors. That must be the bell we're supposed to ring over there. Look, there are cords to ring the bell on both sides. It's just like we heard about earlier. And there's the wishing mirror right up those stairs. Suppose if we make our wishes in front of the mirror after ringing the bell, they'll come true. I wish, the flying... Cool, I just got flexed on. Anyway, moving on. But would it really even matter? As I was gonna say, I kind of wish that NIS would, you know, send me the invoice for the Azure limited edition. But I'm just gonna scalp it, or technically, would it be reverse scalping? I'm gonna buy it off of one of the people who sells it on eBay. But would it really even matter? Well, step number one's going to take both of us, so let's go. Get that out of the way. Yeah, that's gonna be my plan for that, for Reverie, for every game that NIS is involved in from that one. I can't keep dealing with them not like charging for the thing. Like, we can't charge you. Also, we're just not gonna send you the invoice after you tell us to send it. So let's go get that out of the way. Yeah, I'm playing a markup, but who gives a shit? They're not even rigging it. That should do it. Now we just have to stand in front of the mirror. Right, let's go. Here we go. Time to make our wishes. But how does this work? Do we just tell the mirror that what we want aloud? So we could simply think our wishes to ourselves. Should we give it a try? Can we at least see their thoughts? Oh, that does it. I just finished myself. So, what did you wish for, Lloyd? Me? Well, it was so generic that I'm kind of embarrassed to say. I wish for the ability to continue protecting Croswell. That includes you, Risha, and the rest of Arkansas too, of course. Is that so? That's very like you, Lloyd. I think that's a comment. How about you, Risha? What'd you wish for? I wish to become as great a performer as Ilya. So, you wished for nothing. Okay. But I know that sounds a bit presumptuous of me as a newcomer to the stage. No, not at all. You've gained a lot of popularity since making your Arkansas debut. And Ilya herself believes in you. That's why she recognized your talent to begin with, isn't it? I'm sure if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to become just as big of a star as her. I wouldn't go that far. I'm nowhere near her caliber, really. Besides, Sully has much more talent than I do. If anyone can succeed Ilya, it's bound to be her. Maybe she will, maybe she won't. I don't think there's anything wrong with having some confidence, though. Wishing for your dreams to come true is one thing. But now you put it in the work, too. You'll always have me cheering you on. Right, I couldn't be more grateful. Did I say all of that out loud? Sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass us. Anyway, we're all done making our wishes. Should we head back downstairs now? Yes, let's go. Okay, I really wanted to see everyone's wishes. Surely it wouldn't be unforgivable to wish something that could never come true. I feel like she would. I had a wonderful time walking around the castle with you. If you don't mind, I think I'm going to excuse myself now. Sure, talk to you later. See you again. Okay. I now want to see everyone's wishes. The mirror, blah blah blah. Kia. I think I'll invite Kia. Dabby, one ticket, please. Thank you very much. Enjoy your time exploring the fantastic castle mirrors. Alright, we should head to the wishing mirror on the top floor. Okie dokie. I just want to see everyone's wishes. We got 3 after this, so it'd be Noelle, Ellie, and Teal. Wow, this same pair is still here. My wish is still the same. I wish for the Azure Limited Edition. With the level of shade I keep throwing at them. Whew, we've made it to the top floor. If we ring the bell and make a wish in front of the mirror, it's supposed to come true, right? What should I ask for? Well, step number 1's going to take both of us, so let's go get that out of the way. I should do it. Now we just have to stand in front of the mirror. Yeah, let's go. Ah, I can't. So normal. Okay, got your wish ready to go. All you have to do is stand in front of the mirror and make it in your head. Gotcha. That should do it. Yep, I just made mine too. So, what'd you wish for, Lloyd? I already made my wish when I came here earlier. I didn't think wishing the same thing twice would be right, so I asked for your wish to come true. Oh, thanks, Lloyd. You're welcome. But while we're on the subject, what'd you end up wishing for, Kia? I had too many to pick just one. So I gave my wish to Shizuku instead. I told the mirror that I want her eyes to get better. Okay, wow, I did not expect that. Holy crap, Kia. Yeah, I hope they do too. I can only imagine how complicated her next surgery could get, though. But I wish for you say in front of this mirror is supposed to come true, right? So I can just keep making it over and over again as many times as it takes. That's right, Kia, and he won't be the only one. You might be wishing for a miracle, but sometimes miracles really do happen. I mean, we've had resurrection miracles in this year, so. What's wrong, Kia? It's nothing. Anyways, let's go ring the bell again. Ding dong, ding dong. Aren't you full of energy? Yeah. That castle's so big, I got a ton of fun. Is it okay if I go play somewhere else now? Of course, see you later. Yay, bye Lloyd. Wait! No, I've only done 2. I can't do Risha again! No! That'll be 1 ticket, please. Yeah, let's go! Alright. We should head to the top ocean tower, blah blah blah. Whenever you're ready. Yeah. Oh, I have access to heli. Who was it that needed? I forget who it was that needed, Who was it that need- oh, hold up, I need to check that. Master Quartz. Is it wind? No, it wouldn't be Master Quartz, it'd be... Arts. Oh, Earth. Earth needs water and wind as well. Genesis float is fine. The flare butterfly needs 3 wind. This one needs dark and... Not dark, time and space. It needs 4 time and 4 space, so I could probably just yoink something from someone. So neither of these work. It was Earth, so... Noel. We made it to the top floor. Remember, first ring the bell, then you make your wish in front of the mirror. Now we're actually here, though. I'm starting to feel a little nervous. Well, number one's going to take both of us, so let's get that out of the way. Yeah, let's go. All right. We got to go do a side quest now. That should do it. Now we just have to stand in front of the mirror. Yes, let's go. So, Smooth Talker Lloyd. All we have to do is make our wishes in front of this mirror. Yes, let's try it. I hope that does it. Yes, I just made mine too. So Lloyd, what'd you wish for? Well, I already made my wish when I came here earlier. I didn't think it was the blah blah blah, so I asked for your wish to come true. So he just literally wished for the same. Thank you, Lloyd. No, don't mention it. While on the subject, what did you wish for, Ellie? Well, for my mother and father's health and happiness, I suppose. Use your wish on your parents. You remember, right? They divorced 10 years ago. My mother lives in the Empire, my father in the Republic. Yeah, that is so weird. We stay in contact through letters and phone calls, but I hardly ever see them in person. I'm sure that's been difficult. I lost my parents when I was little, but I still had Guy and Cecile there for me growing up. And fortunately, I had my grandfather. My childhood wasn't particularly sad, and it's not as though I grew up wanting for anything. I think the best way to put it is that I'm simply worried about them. Worried? Like I said, my mother and father keep in contact with me, and they always try to stay up to date on my life. Sometimes I think they do it out of regret for leaving me behind. I can only imagine how much it hurt them. Both of them are such earnest people. They're not the type to bury the past and live without remorse. But still, it's been 10 years now. All I want is for them to live their new lives to the fullest, to be happy. In other words, for them to forget the past and move on. I just hope you don't mean that unconditionally. No, of course not. I know that I wouldn't be here today if not for their past choices. What matters is that my mother and father find happiness for themselves in the present. That would be enough for me. That makes sense. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm going in circles. No, not at all. You value your parents' happiness. I'll be praying that they find it too. Thank you. Alright, let's go, if going through the castle with me, blah, blah, blah. I'll just excuse myself now if that's alright with you. Sure thing, talk to you later. See you again soon. I can't see the other master course. Fuck's sake. Cecile? I have my tickets. And I went so quickly too. I suppose that's what tagging along on so many rides will do though. Huh? What's that big thing back there? Oh my, you found me. Oh, hi, mister. My name's Michette. It's a pleasure to meet you. Meetcha. Oh, you must be Mishy's little sister, right? But he did say something about running into you if I got lucky. I guess this is what she meant. Ooh, so you've heard of me. I'm honored. No problem, but if you don't mind me asking, Michelle, what were you doing back there? I just really love playing hide and seek is all. Favorite pastime is lying in wait around Michelin Wonderland for my Prince Charming to come find me. That sounds unnecessarily counterintuitive, but alright. So does that make me your Prince Charming today? Right on the VE mark. I'm oh so happy you found me. Perfect Prince Charming. Plus 100 times cooler than my brother and his dumb droopy face. Wow. Yikes. She really tore into the poor guy there. So what do you say, mister? Do you want to play hide and seek together? I beg your pardon? Only a prince lucky enough to find me gets the chance to play with this special game. To win, you have to track me down in Michelin Wonderland a total of 5 times. You can even bring a friend. There's a prize in it for you too. What do you say? Want to give it a shot? It's gonna take a while. I won't have a chance to spend my tickets until it's over. Let the chase begin! Well, why not? I'll give it a shot. Hehe, that's the spirit. I'm gonna get to hiding while you find yourself somebody to help you look. If you don't want to give up, just tell my big brother Mishi in the main plaza. See you later. Make sure I recruit a good partner. Ah. Oh, that's a... I'd say that's a difficult choice, but not really. Should ask for help. I think I'll ask for Cecile's help. She's gonna be absolutely no help. What a strange turn of events. Not that I mind. I'd be more than happy to look for Michelle with you. Great, thanks for lending a hand. She has to be somewhere inside the theme park. Let's get to searching. Gotta spend some time with Big Sis. Come on. Huh. Alright. I'm pretty sure we have to go at them in order. So... Aha! There you are. Eek! You found me. You must be one lucky mister. That's twice you managed to sniff me out now. 2 flukes in a row is nothing to sneeze at. Is that what they were? Don't get too confident. All of this was just a test so far. Sooner or later, your luck is gonna run out. No, no, it won't. She was certainly in a hurry, wasn't she? We had a lot less trouble with that than I was expecting, though. You took the words right out of my mouth. I guess just because she loves hide and seek doesn't necessarily mean she's good at it. Holy shit, Lloyd! And let's keep up the pace and see if we can track her down again. Main area, probably. Right lamp post. She really is terrible at this. Oh, there you are. Ah, you found me. Maybe I underestimated you. You found me not once, not twice, but thrice now. That's more than just luck, mister. I mean, if you say so. Alrighty, this next round won't be so easy. No more Miss Nice Machette. There's no way he'll track me down this time. Okay. She's supposedly going... Good job, Lloyd. We managed to find her for a second time. This next one sounds like it could be challenging, but I'm sure we're up to do it. Yeah, the way she put it makes me a little anxious, but let's get started. I don't know where she could have gone. I want to test something. Oh, jeez, this place is gross. Okay, so it is indeed. We can all see that she's not here, right? Just to test it, because I want to know if we can do it out of order. This is the easiest way. Gee, I wonder where she is this time. There she is. Ah, you found me again. You've really got a talent for this, mister. It's unthinkable for someone to find me when I'm trying this hard. Something tells me that's an exaggeration. Well, whatever. You'll still have to find me 2 more times to win. Good luck. Why does it feel like she's taking a shine to me? You always have been popular young man, Lloyd. What do you say we go find her again? Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Too bad. You know, it's too bad we can't see, like, crossbell and shit. Not crossbell. Arabonia. So how bad is this hiding spot? Bro. Bro. There you are. Oh no, you found me again. Jeez, you've seeked me out 4 times now. And so quickly, too. I can barely believe it. If only some of your talent could rub off on my brainless big brother, Mishi. Harsh Machette really never lets up on the poor guy, does she? Okay, it's the last round. For your final challenge, I'm going to hide in the best spot I know. Let's see you find me this time. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. About time. I'm sorry, I think we'd never get to the end of this. It's not like she can leave the park, so it can't be too hard. We know our way around well enough at this point. Shall we find her one last time, then? No, no, we shan't. We're just gonna abandon her. The Castle of Mirrors. Ah, looks like we win. Oh no, he found me again. You're amazing, mister. You seek me out in all 5 of my hiding spots in record time too. Me, admit my complete and total defeat. With that, I hereby dub you Michelin Wonderland's King of Hide and Seek. King of Hide and Seek. Oh, what a cute little nickname. That's not all. It's time to receive your extra special reward for besting me. Machette key trick. Wow, thanks. You're very welcome. Well, Sally, it's now time for me to say goodbye. Have a meaty-tacular day at Michelin Wonderland, okay? That way you'll have a ton of fun memories to take home. So that was Mish's little sister. What an intense character. Wasn't she, though? That said, I should probably be on my way as well. Bye for now, Lloyd. Yeah, see you later. Accuracy plus 50%. I thought we got another thing. Oh, I can't. Okay, yeah. So we can do plus 80% accuracy with just these two. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Ah! Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Actually, hold up. Question. Status. Attack AL. So yeah, I've probably used it then. Wait. Area M. Yeah. Okay. These are gonna be the two I haven't used with Lloyd because they're medium and I don't use those. I always use the large ones. So I have to use for the next fight, whatever that may be. Here? Yes. I should be able to go downstairs and by the way, where's Kia? Did she already go with someone? Yes, she and Tio left earlier. I imagine they're already at the guest house by now. Okay, that's fine then. There's something wrong. Well, she looked a little on edge when she wandered off earlier. She did seem to be having fun at the park, though, so it's probably nothing to worry about. I'm sure it's alright. Yeah, Kia has to stop wandering off on her own. Now for the sick ass house. The Croys are waiting for you there as well, so I just want to rest the thingy! Oh, fuck's sake. Absolutely useless. So this is Diamant. It's just like how I imagined it. Their jewelry looks absolutely superb. That's right. You spent most of today in the boutique, didn't you? Wait, so does that mean you aren't already a member here, Ellie? But you and Maribel have been friends forever, plus you're McDowell, not to be presumptuous or anything. As a matter of fact, Bella and I never came here during any of our trips to Michelin. I think she's the kind of woman who prefers shopping for clothes. I can see that. Well, now that we're here, why don't we take a look around? I'd love to. Hey. Necklaces, rings, brooches. This section's a little overwhelming. True, but there's no sense in worrying yourself too much. Most of it is outside our budget. Well, look, Lloyd, isn't this ring just lovely? Let me take a closer look. Yeah, it really is. I think it'd look great on you, Ellie. And now, don't you try and flatter me, mister. I'm not. I really meant it. It'd probably cost me 3 months' salary to pay for something like this. Wait, these rings are... Oh! 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 Okay! Get caught up! This man's about to get them to blush. Oh, there. Are you too shopping for engagement rings this evening? I can offer my assistance if you'd like. I called it. Excuse me? There's been a mistake here. Oh, my apologies. Are two of you not planning to be wed? Sorry, I had an engagement ring, so I just assumed. No, it's not like that at all. I haven't even gotten that far yet. Don't get the wrong idea, Lloyd. I just like the ring is all. So I wasn't trying to imply anything by it. I know, Ellie. It was an honest mistake. There's no reason to get so flustered. I see. Then should I give you more time to properly discuss the terms of your... Oh, boy. No, I told you it's not like that. It kind of hurts that she's so desperate to clarify the situation. Yeah, it does. Regardless, I do Ellie a lot for always being there for me. A wedding is out of the question, but maybe getting her a gift wouldn't be a bad idea. This Esmeralda's brooch looks like it would suit her. Price is 10,000 mira. Oof, that's a lot. Can I even afford it? Fuck! Would you mind wrapping up this brooch for us? Oh? Lloyd? What? You've been supporting me day in and day out, Ellie. I just figured you deserved a little show of thanks. It would make me happy if you accepted it. Fuck me! A 10,000 mira brooch is a lot more than just a little show of thanks, if you ask me. Do you not like it? Maybe you'd rather accept a gift like this from someone else. No, that's not it. Thank you, Lloyd. This makes me happier than you know. Oh, boy. I think it's only fitting that I picked something out for you in return. Are you sure? You really don't have to. Don't be ridiculous. Fair is fair. I'll go look for something that suits you. Similar presents. I wonder if we see the thing. Nope. A jewelry from Ellie to Lloyd. I have a quartz fragment. Okay. So apparently we don't get to see the thingy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 million fishes. Okay. Yeah, we can't... Hold on. Oh no, I wanted to give it to, Noelle. Because Noelle has the AoE. Yes. And after this, next you can head towards the theme park to see some fireworks with your partner. Let's go. Ah. It's beautiful. If I remember correctly, they do this every night at Michelin. Really now, then in that case, I'm glad we got the opportunity to see it. Yeah. Alright, we should head over to the guest house. Yes, let's go. Cecile event, apparently? There she is. Friend! Oh, hello, Lloyd. Is this where you were, Cecile? And you even have Zeit with you. You two make an unusual pair. Did you still have something to do before you make your way to the guest house? I'll be heading over shortly. Zeit escorted me here not too long ago. This place isn't as loud as the theme park, so I thought I'd cool off in the breeze a bit beforehand. Hey, Cecile, it looks like you've got a lot on your mind. Is there something wrong? No, nothing wrong per se, but you're right about the first part. Maybe now would be a good time to talk about it. You see, they've selected the date for Shizuku's next operation. Dr. Salem will be performing a procedure on her in an attempt to restore her vision. Shizuku's having surgery. She's had several in the past already, but none have succeeded in bringing her eyesight back. The complications span the fields of surgery to internal medicine to neurology. A complete and total recovery will be hard to achieve. This time, however, Dr. Salem will be trying a new technique that she's been researching for a while now. A new technique. The finer details are outside my area of expertise, to be honest, but apparently Dr. Salem's background in both surgical and neurological science makes her uniquely qualified to perform it. Okay. The barter fair is slim, and the doctor wants everything to be perfect, so we recently had the latest equipment brought in from Remiferia. According to Dr. Salem, though, the odds of the procedure succeeding are still 50-50 at best. Oh no! Wow, 50-50 odds, even after all that. That's still troubling to hear. Yeah! I know, but when I think about all the setbacks she's already endured, this is the best chance she's ever had. I pray this is the time it finally works. Right, not just for her sake, but for Ario's too. We'll keep Shizuku in our thoughts and prayers, Cecile. Thank you, Lloyd. I'm sure it'll bring her much comfort to hear that. There you are, Cecile. I've been looking all over for you. Ilya! Oh, Ilya, is something the matter? Something the matter? Oh, for crying out loud. You told me you'd be a little late ages ago. I was about to tear up the entire resort tracking you down. Sorry about that. We can head over there right now. I'll be seeing the both of you inside, and thank you for the chat. Talking things out helped clear my mind a bit. I know you all have more than enough worries to go around these days, but just remember, Shizuku and I are always cheering you on. So no matter what happens, keep those chins up for us, okay? Thanks, Cecile. We won't forget that. Now then, shall we be off, Ilya? Not so fast, Missy. Just what sort of scandalous conversations were you having with my favorite little guy and his pal? Hmm? Come on now, let me in on it. Ilya, it's not that serious. I get the feeling that Cecile turned our attempts to cheer her up right back at us. Yeah, that about sums her up, alright. Anyway, we should be on our way to the guest house too. Oof. Goodbye for now, Zeit. Let's see, blah blah blah. Next, go to the giant mansion at the end for a scene. Oh, cool. Noel and Theo. Hopefully Noel has 100 CP. If not, we screwed. Welcome to the state guest house at Michelin Resort. Master Lloyd and Miss Ellie from the SSS, I presume? Yes, that's us. Wait, I remember you. You were the guy who was at the auction, weren't you? Ah, now that you mention it. I'm terribly sorry about what happened that night. Never would have imagined my previous employer would turn out the way he was. Many of the old servants, myself included, were retained and trusted with managing the state guest house. It was by the kindness of Mayor Croy that we were allowed to preserve our livelihoods. Really now, I'm glad to hear that. I'd heard the dignitaries that attended the trade conference also stayed here. You've done the state a great service. My thanks to you both. You are simply too kind. There they are. Kia! Hey Kia, did you miss me? Yep, I've been exploring with Sully to pass the time. They said that dinner party thingy is going to be starting soon. So hurry up and get to your seats. You got it. Would you mind leading the way for us, sir? Of Of course, please come inside. Lloyd and the others were guided to the guest house banquet hall. Mayor Croy and his daughter Maribel arrived shortly thereafter. Warm greetings were exchanged with the mayor, who apologized for his tardiness. Alas, the luxurious yet unpretentious dinner party could truly begin. Once again, I can't apologize enough for keeping you all waiting. After all, what kind of host shows up late to his own dinner party? I mean... It's okay, Mr. Mayor. Everybody understands how busy you are. You appreciate all that you have been doing. Yes, but just know that he's only as busy as he is by choice. Guilty as charged. Well, I was usually too busy rehearsing and performing to keep up with politics, to be perfectly honest. That said, there was no avoiding the news with the drastic proposal you made. For all being honest, then I should admit that it was something I've been ruminating on since taking office. Frankly, I never intended to include it on the conference's agenda, but the discourse grew a tad heated, and I'd had all I could take. So I decided then was the time to grab the bull by the horns. Uh-huh! So you did. And now that the curtain has risen, you have to keep dancing until the end. Isn't that right? Precisely. Speaking of the stage, it's my understanding that Arkansas will be holding a revival production of Golden Sun, Silver Moon. It just so happens that the local referendum gauging the public's interest in independence is being held 1 week after its opening. Such was the reason I invited you and your troupe here. Happy coincidence that it is. Huh, go figure. And I appreciate that you did. This break has been a long time coming. Thank you again for inviting us. Thanks. After hearing all that, I feel a bit uncertain about my own place at this table. Oh, not at all, Miss Nuez. You're this table's representative of the esteemed St. Ursula Hospital. I've heard quite a bit about you. I must say, your sterling reputation precedes you. Some even call you the second coming of St. Ursula herself. Hey, hey! Believe what I say, it is an honor to meet you. Hey! Please, Mr. Mayor, I think you may be exaggerating just a tad. But thank you for your kind word. The honor is all mine. Oh, Father, you do realize you've sung the praises of nobody but the women here, don't you? Arkansas. Cecile. I'm sparing some of these kind words for Lloyd and the others as well. Oh, my apologies. Being surrounded by so many beautiful young ladies would be enough to sweep any man my age off his feet. Yeah? Yeah? No problem. We're thankful you invited us. That's right. This little diversion was exactly what we needed. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Today was the most fun I've had in a long time. Yeah, me too. Good, good. That was the hope. Forgive me for bringing this up again, but I wish to speak of the harrowing events that transpired at the conference. The terrorists were guilty of trying to destroy the tower, but I never wanted that day to end the way it did. Do not believe their sins, nor anyone else's for that matter, were grave enough to warrant taking their lives. I intend to work to ensure that tragedies cannot happen again. That such tragedies cannot... Bro, we've got a child in here! Hey, yo! As well as to show the people of this world that justice is still alive and well. Yo, Mayor Croy, hearing you say that helps wash away some of the concerns weighing on my mind. I have a question regarding the state independence referendum. Will Crossville truly become its own political entity if the public votes in favor of it? No, the referendum itself doesn't have the power to make independence a reality. However, the results will serve as a concrete message to our neighbors abroad. Once votes are in, and international public opinion will begin to form. That will be our opportunity to snatch independence from the major powers. Or at least that's how I imagine it. Ballsy play. You make it sound all too easy. The way I see it, you're leading Crossville right into dire straits. Wazi! No, it's exactly as it says. There's no question about the complex geopolitical challenge Crossville's state independence will present. However, the hearts of mankind are not so frail as to be swept away by the waves of hardship. Even in the face of great adversity, man maintains his dignity and pursues his ideals. Since when does mankind have any dignity? Like, huh? Especially in this game. I believe the potential to do so is precisely what makes us human. Uncle. The potential to pursue one's ideals with dignity. Well said. So yes, the path Crossbell must walk will in fact be fraught with peril. That notwithstanding, my peers and I will struggle and strive in the coming weeks to open that path for us all. However, it will be the duty of the next generation to aim just as high and keep us on that path. Around the room, make eye contact with each and every one of his guests. Ask that all of you continue contributing to Crossbell's future in whatever manner you can. Once the dinner party came to a close, Lloyd and the others returned to the third floor of the hotel. Feeling exhausted yet strangely uplifted, they decided to turn in early for the night. And then... Mm. Crossbow's barriers. Same barriers that have stood before us all year. Maybe Mayor Croy is doing what he believes is necessary for Crossbow to surmount them. But what about us? When Revash was toppled, one of those barriers crumbled alongside it, irrespective of our efforts. And now the hurdle we find in front of us is even greater than ever before. Is the SSS. Am I actually doing enough to make a difference? If not, am I really okay with that? This is going nowhere. I'm exhausted yet I can't sleep a wink. Maybe I should go to the lounge and get some water. Are these rooms occupied? Let me go over to I should try to cool down in the lounge for now. Oh. Evening, Risha. Oh boy. Oh, it's you, Lloyd. I'm sorry about that. I hope I didn't startle you. Oh no, it wasn't your fault. I was just lost in thought is all. Well, is it okay if I join you? Mm. The moon is beautiful from here. Maybe it's because we're away from the lights of Crossbelt. Perhaps so. You know, Wazzy told me the strangest thing this morning. Oh? He said that I'd wake up in the middle of the night and stumble into a chance encounter with a girl, just the two of us. Sounded like a bunch of hot wind to me then, but I'd say he hit the nail on the head. Yeah? You never cease to surprise me, Lloyd. I was just starting to wish I had someone here with me, and not 1 minute later, there you were. Simply having you here makes me feel so much more at ease. I have to say, I envy the rest of the SSS. You give me too much credit. Still, I still have a lot of areas I need to work on as a senior detective, and as a leader too. For one, I desperately need to grow up. Hey Risha, I don't mean to offend you, but there's something I've been wanting to ask. Offend me, what could it be? I've been wondering this for a while now, but why is it that your eyes look so forlorn whenever you smile? Oh. I've noticed this since the day we met. During your short time in Crossbow, you've done so much. You were recruited by Ilia Pletieri herself, featured on one of the greatest stages for Selge around. Risha Mao is now a household name in Crossbow, and yet even then, when you smile, it doesn't feel like you're here in the moment. It feels like you're in the future, looking back at something you've lost. Why would you think that? Because I've seen it before. Someone close to me wore that exact same smile for the longest time. But eventually, like her grief, it faded. Now she could smile as genuinely as she did before. But you, on the other hand, I don't think I've ever seen you smile any other way. Her grief came from trying to bear the sorrow of losing someone she loved forever. So what about you? Why smile that way even in the presence of someone like Ilia, someone you love and cherish? She's always been there for you, and she always will be. You really are full of surprises. I've always known you were sharp, but didn't expect you to see right through me. So does that mean... Yes, everything you said is true. Maybe it's because I know I'll have to leave Crossbow before long. I thought that might be it. Let me guess, you can't tell me the reason, can you? That's right. I can't share the details, but I can tell you this. The path I am bound to walk is already set. It has been from the day I was born. The path. Think of it as inheriting a family business. I've been living my life for that sole purpose ever since I was little. It's the same path my ancestors have walked throughout history. But now I no longer understand where that path is leading me, nor my reasons for taking it. I see. But if you really don't like it, then why not leave it? I'm afraid it isn't simply a matter of like it or dislike. In accepting his birthright, my father eventually found meaning in it. A hidden, lightless path that can influence society and even change the course of history. Now it's mine. I inherited it from my father, and now it's my turn to find my own meaning in walking it. That's how it should be from this moment on. You know, it's strange. Earlier I refused the wine that Iliad offered. Yet sitting here, I feel as though the rays of the moon alone have me intoxicated. That's pretty poetic. Sorry, I didn't mean to pry into something so personal to you. No, it's alright. I've been keeping all of this bottle inside of me for so long, it was only a matter of time before it all brimmed over. Thank you for listening to my story, Lloyd. If not at all, I'm happy to lend an ear. Get out wondering, Risha, are you... Lloyd? Kia? She's got the most adorable nightmare. What the fuck? Kia. Oh. Oh, and Rishi's here too. Are you guys in the middle of something? No, it's okay. We're just about finished. Yeah, it's fine. Are you having trouble sleeping? Yeah. I think I had a scary dream. Really now. Would it help if you slept in my bed? Can I? Yes, but just this once. Sorry about that, Risha. We'll just have to pick this up again later. Don't worry about it. After talking to you, I think I finally managed to get some sleep. So thank you. I'm glad to hear it. And if it isn't too much trouble, could you keep this talk between us and away from Ilya specifically? I want to tell her these things too, but not until the time is right. I understand. I know how much help I can be, but just know that you can call on me if you ever need anything. I'll do whatever I can. I appreciate it. I'll be sure to come to you for advice the next time I need it. Good night, Lloyd. You too, Kia. Good night, Risha. Good night. Sleep tight. Lloyd has an adorable child. If something happened to Risha, she always looks a little sad, but it felt kind of different this time. Kia, you're not allowed to mind read people. So you can tell too. I don't have all the details, but she's clearly dealing with a lot. She's a friend, so I'm going to be there for her in any way I can. This is why all the girls like you so much, Lloyd. Hey now, no teasing, alright? Anyway, we have to get you back to bed, little lady. Do you need to go potty first? Lloyd, I can do that by myself. I mean... That's a scary ass dream. Whose nightmare is this? Find me. Bro, that's terrifying. Lloyd. Wake up, Lloyd. Ah. What? What time is it? About 2 a.m. I think. You look like you were having a nightmare. Are you okay? Oh yeah, I guess I was having some kind of weird dream. Wait. Huh? Something wrong. Randy, sorry, did we wake you? Don't sweat it. More importantly, where's Kia? You brought her back to sleep in your bed earlier, right? Oh, you two noticed. Yeah, that's right. She should be right here. Oh, as far as I can tell, the three of us are the only ones in the room. Oh, guess we better go wrangle her in. Thanks, guys. Sorry about dragging you out of bed like this. So checking every corner of the third floor, Lloyd, Randy, and Wazzy failed to find even the slightest trace of Kia. Having sensed the three of them shuffling about, Tio joined the effort with the rest of the girls following suit. Soon after, the group called upon the hotel staff for help, expanding their search to the second floor. So she's not on the second floor either. I'm terribly sorry. Given the circumstances, we weren't able to make a thorough search of every guest room. You've already done more than enough. It is the middle of the night after all. That is short stuff's problem, wandering off who knows where half asleep. This is growing more and more concerning. Where could she have gone? Searching via the Aeon system has also yielded no results. I have no idea where she could be. My. Oh yeah, how do we forget? We've got the super sniffer on our side. Woof. What? He said follow me, she's this way. Then what are we waiting for? After him. Yeah, pretty much. I love how we spent time searching when we completely forgot about Zeit. Grr, wolf. That way, but tread carefully. Wow, I really do pick up what he's laying down. But what could be out there that we need to be careful about? There's no time to ponder it over. We need to move. France, Cecile, Ilya, Sully, Risha. Would you mind staying here and waiting for us? But, no, I understand. We'd only slow you down if you tagged along. Alright, but if something happens, call us immediately, okay? I brought a first aid kit so I can at least treat any minor injuries. Thanks, that helps. Please be careful out there, everyone. Just contact me on your Enigma if there's an emergency. Okay, wow. Everybody out here with the 200 CP. Spirit Breaker. Wait. Oh, Shield Breaker. Oh. Aerial, there we go. And Quake. Magna Blaze. What was I've completely forgotten it. It was arts list. Yes, Earth needs Earth, so her needs 12 for 4. We need the water one. No, I still don't have Justice Blood. Okay. Um, we'll need the water and thing here, but 12 plus something. This is 6. We're not gonna be able to get it now. Because of the weird split she has. Okay. It is her, in fact. I'll figure it out later. Actually, before that, I'm gonna be right back again. Shit. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. I'm back. Equip. So, theoretically, I have 100% accuracy? At range 7, yikes. Range 8. There we go. Mm. Okay. Let's do this. I am terrified. I am terrified because you know what this is? This is a fight. Campanella. Look at that. What happened to the banners? I'm not liking the looks of this. When did this even happen? I doubt it's one of the park's nighttime attractions. Definitely not. Never have I heard of anything like this. Besides, there's no way they would ever vandalize Mishy's good image like this. True enough. Wait, look there. Fool's Wonderland. They even went and goofed around with the name. I feel like I'm still dreaming or something. I don't know what kind of dreams you have, but I'd call this a nightmare. Yeah, pretty much. Kia's somewhere up ahead. That's all that matters to me. We're going in no matter what. Right. Let's get to stepping. Yeah, pretty much. I'm not screenshotting this. That's just gross. Someone around here has a pretty tacky sense of taste. I don't know what's going on, but they sure didn't hold any elbow grease back. Say, this hedge was a lot less creepy with Mishy's face on it. Out there they soil these sacred grounds. The clown could never replace Mishy. Settle down, Tia. Forget that. What's important is where Kia ran off to. Something's coming. Watch your 2 and 10. What? Ghosts? What are they? They don't look like special effects from the horror coaster, that's for sure. Whatever they are, they're hostile. Stop them. Here they come. Miracle gas! Omega strike. Ah! I can't! That's annoying. I can't risk nuking them until after. Oh wait, that's Lloyd. Craft. Burning Rage. Good, good, good. And that's all of them. Why hasn't that one come closer, though? Minecrafty boys. Did he just heal? He did! Why are they healing? Wait. Oh. This absorbs physical attacks. This absorbs arts attacks. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. I guess hers is attack. Yep. Her bullets are considered a physical attack. That's not good. Okay, we got only the artsy boy left. It wants Earth. Right? Yep, they're all weak to Earth. Fire is also good. No water, no wind. Oh, wait! I fucked that up. It's fine. Miracle Gas and Zany Zenith give EP2 and EP Cut 2. Hazy Haze gives you material. Noel's Blaststorm has upgraded to Blaststorm 2. Axe has reached level 3. Attacks and crafts inflict faint. EP Cut 2, EP2, let's go! Okay. Wrong side of my ass. The hell was that about? I can tell you, but they were very formidable. How long ago to keep hiding? Show yourself already. What? Hmm? Did you notice me, or was that just your intuition? It's Campanella! What the? A boy? I couldn't feel his presence at all. Bastard, who are you? Where are my manners? We've already crossed paths once before. I could hope you haven't forgotten me. Ladies and gentlemen of the Special Support Section. It can't be he's the hacker who trapped all of you in Jonah's room at the B sector. As well as the person who supplied the terrorists with data on Orcus Tower. The first time we encountered each other was in front of the doll studio, right? Bingo! I'm Enforcer number 0, Campanella the Fool. A pleasure to finally meet you. He's from the secret society that threw Liberal into chaos. I figured something was up when you mentioned seeing them at the studio. To make matters worse, he's been colluding with the terrorists. Those unlucky terrorists met with quite a terrible fate, didn't they? They didn't fly into town thinking they'd catch the Eye of Hayway in the right constellation, that's for sure. The Calvardians got off easy. Oh, those poor, poor boys from the Empire, such a shame. How could you just mock them like that? You were on the same team, weren't you? They were your comrades. They were pawns, more like, completely and utterly disposable. I figured they would be interesting enough to shake things up, so I gave them a hand. I couldn't care less about their goals or ideologies. Ouch. Why aren't you a piece of work? He resembles you, Ozzy, but with a trashy suit and 0 tact. Enough beating around the bush. Why have you come to Crossbill? What are you trying to achieve? And more importantly, what have you done with Kia? Tell us or we'll force it out of you. Oh, I like you. You're just full of vigor, aren't you? There's no need to raise your voice, though I haven't touched one hair on your pretty little princess's head. All I know is that she walked straight through here in a dazed stupor just a while ago. What? Stop playing dumb, you little freak. But I'm not, it's the truth. You can believe whatever you want. The fact of the matter is, I only came by this evening for one reason, to greet you. Huh? What's happening? Oh, he's reverting everything back. It's back to normal. Isn't that a little too grand to be a simple parlor chick? Was it some kind of illusion? If you'll excuse me, I hope we meet again soon. Oh, and just so you know, your little princess was on her way to the castle up ahead. I suggest you make your way over before she walks herself into a horrible accident. See you next time. Give me a break. Is that what Ouroboros is like? We heard a lot about them from Estelle, Joshua, and Ren. On top of that information, we can safely say that they are more than proficient attacking. What, like, we don't have enough maniacs in Crossbow to worry about. Just don't understand why. Why Crossbow over anywhere else? Regardless of what their gambit here is. At least set it aside for now. Search of Kia seems like a more pressing matter, wouldn't you say? Yeah. Right, he said she's at the castle up ahead. Let's go. Ornament, quartz, EP2, EP cut 2, golden halo, silverthorn. Okay. Photon shot. Nice. I think this needs 15, so... The thing is, I don't have an extra blue. I actually need to upgrade these. So I can give this to Noel. Wait. I want to try something. Genesis Flood! It's here. Now we just need something that gives us big boy, Gaia Titanus. Gorgon Breath, Quake. Area L, wait! Is this the max? 145, I think this might be the max. I have 13, so I'm at capacity. I'm at capacity. Let's go. We've hit capacity. Theo and Wazi are both done. Good. I should probably fix my thingy. Hold up. Tactics. We don't need Randy. Ladies. Oh. There she is. We made it in time. Kia? Why? Why do I... Kia! Are you alright, Kia? Thank goodness you're not hurt, are you? Huh? What's up, guys? Is something wrong? Don't you what's up, guys, me? What are you doing here, Kia? Why did you wander out of bed by yourself? Are we at that castle in the park? What am I doing here? Well, that's just dandy. She doesn't recall a single thing that's happened. You think she was sleepwalking? I don't know. I mean, yeah, people do that. But all the way across an entire theme park? Do you really not remember, Kia? I remember hearing a voice in my dream that was calling out to me. Or maybe it was like I was calling out to it? Huh. Well, if it really was just a dream, then no, I'm done. We're just glad that you're safe. Yeah, you said it. Come on, let's return to the hotel. We got to get you back to bed. Okay, Kia? Okay. She's like, okay. I love that. So the others then took Kia back to the hotel and put her to bed. Shortly after, they contacted park security to explain what had happened. Once things were ironed out, the SS paid another visit to the scene, but failed to find anything that could explain Kia's strange behavior. Once dawn began to break, they finally returned to the rooms and slept in until noon. After a long-needed rest, they checked out of the hotel and left Michelin with Mariel, who had arrived to pick them up. You look like you're in a good mood, Kia. I know this trip was more hectic than we bargained for, but did you have fun? Yeah, of course. We should go on vacations with everyone like this all the time. Maybe for our next one, we can stay at Armorica Village. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. I was expecting her to be more shaken up after that big scare last night. Seeing her now, it's like it never happened. Guess my worries were misplaced. What we should be focusing on instead is the society and whatever it is they're plotting. They're plotting to kidnap Kia, probably. Lloyd, is something wrong? No, it's nothing. Actually, Kia, you didn't happen to see anyone suspicious last night, did you? Like, say, a young man wearing a pink suit? No, I don't think so. But I was super sleepy, so I'm not really sure. Right, well, it's not that big a deal. Forget I said anything. So this is where you two have been. Refined voice? Oh. Hi, Belle. Hey, Maribel. Thank you again for inviting us. Not at all. You earned the break, didn't you? And even then, you still had to work during this trip thanks to the so-called society. Gaggle of clowns, the lot of them. I'm sorry, I had to screen cap this in the PS4 because, yeah. We all know why. One of them had the gall lay their hands on my darling little dolls too. The nerve of some people. Security department had to best prepare themselves for a thorough restructuring in the near future. Best of luck to them. I hate to break it to you, Maribel, but I doubt regular security guards could have handled someone like that anyway. Hopefully we can. We're going to have to be careful from here on out. Well, corporate efficacy aside, I just had the loveliest little idea. But I wanted to run it by the both of you first. What do you say to taking a commemorative photo together, the entire group? Oh, that is a good idea! Is that like the group picture we took with everyone a while back? Yeah, it's a good way to preserve the memories you made with everyone. That way, when you look at the photo, you'll have something to remember the trip by. Wow, okay. I just stumbled my way through that. Holy shit. Cool, then let's take one. It's decided. Up here on the deck would make for a better backdrop than the cabin, wouldn't you say? Good point. The weather's perfect too. I'll go gather the others. Please do. If you don't mind, could you inform the stewardess as well? Convert photos are part of the ship's service. She'll take the photo for us free of charge. For sure. Beep, beep. Ah! I know you never want to cause your loved ones any concern. Being a strong girl can be difficult, can't it? Something is troubling you deep down, isn't it? I'd be happy to help if you'll allow me. Intermission, a brief respite end. No. Alright, we got quests galore. What? Oh, yeah, okay. Medal of Luster. Fancy. I earned a trophy! Good. Things are proceeding smoothly. Ooh. Celestial Globe. Indeed, preparations have progressed to approximately 90% completion. I should have more than enough time to carry out the order. Excellent work, Professor. Campanella, what can you tell me of the other enforcers and their ventures? I believe LeBlanc stopped by for one of his little games, but he's already returned to his own affairs. Ren hasn't gone back to Crossbell since leaving Libero. As for you-know-who, I move that we continue taking a wait-and-see approach with her. She let me some of those bound spirits of hers to play with, but I don't think she has any intention of participating further. That's perfectly fine. They are free to do as they please, just as the Meister is. Perhaps, but the enforcers have a bit too much freedom for my liking. Then again, that is how things are meant to be. What an irrational system she's put into place. That is the Grand Master's will, Professor. It is senseless to question whether it is right or wrong. Regardless, I believe our final guest has arrived. I was wondering where she was. Timely as always. My apologies for the wait. So you have already started. Pay no mind. We'd only just begun. I trust matters on your end have already been settled? Yes, I left everything in the hands of the Oathbreaker. Turning our attention to Crossbell. It has been quite some time since I last stepped foot upon its soil. Isn't it amazing just how much it's changed? It's fair to call it the most advanced metropolis on the continent, as well as the center of modern civilization. I tend to return there before the finishing touches are made. What do you say to meeting me there? We so rarely get together. I have no objections. Very well. I will leave the hereafter in both of your capable hands. Here's to the next step of the Grand Master's phantasmal blaze plan. Take care to set the stage well and proper. Understood. Yes, in the name of the Grand Master. Ooh, fancy! The referendum regarding Prosman was drawing closer and closer. Especially from the Imperial Republican governments bounded by the day, so too did the citizens' fervor. Combined with the excitement generated from the debut of Arkantil's revival performance, emotions of the city were hitting a fever pitch. All the while, new concern was beginning to emerge from the shadows. Did you say cryptids? Sonia's here. That I did. I don't believe it's appropriate to simply refer to them as monsters. Not only are they much larger, their origins are a mystery. What's more, they're starting to appear all over Crossbell. That's the one we went against. The commander isn't exaggerating. We couldn't handle it between just the two of us, so we had to retreat. Then it really isn't your average monster. I've come across bits and pieces of information regarding it, but there's more. Other types have been sighted as well. Wait a second. That's the one we fought back in the old mine. The hell? You telling me there's more of those things? This was taken a few days ago in the mountains to the north. Scott and Wenzel here were able to exterminate it. That's a relief, at least. You two managed to handle that thing all by yourselves? Yeah, but we had to get the jump on it to pull it off. It's thanks to CGF's intel that we were able to take it out. Right, but there's something very bizarre about the whole ordeal. Our arts didn't have their usual effects on it, and it disappeared into a beam of light when it was finally defeated. That sounds familiar. Yeah, it's exactly what happened when we fought it. You said it appeared in the mountains. Does that mean it was out in the open this time? Yes, until now, monsters like these only appeared in closed locations, such as Stargazer's Tower and the Moon Temple. Speculate that some form of spatial distortion has emerged in those particular areas, though we can't explain why. These cryptids, however, emerged outdoors, both in the mountains and by the lake shores. We suspect the same spatial distortions effect could be occurring in those locations as well. That's not good. I was afraid you'd say that. It's why you called all of us here. Yes, we'd like to request the aid of the Bracer Guild and the SSS in dealing with these cryptids. The CGF has been on high alert at both Belgard and Tangram ever since the mayor's independence proposal. Simply put, our manpower is focused there, at least until the referendum is voted upon. We understand, the SSS is rated out. Us too. Should we go ahead and decide how we're going to divvy this up? That would be best. I'll provide you with all the data we have and leave you to decide on a suitable course of action. If at all possible, I'd also like to request that you look into the source of all this. Source? You suspect of external forces behind the cryptid's sudden appearance. Yes, think of it this way. Dangerous monsters surfacing on our highways is a cyclical phenomenon. The cryptids, however, are an anomaly. Their emergence doesn't align with that cycle at all, which leads us to believe that there's an underlying cause. Whatever it is, it's capable not only of giving rise to these cryptids, but of distorting the fabric of space itself. Interesting theory. Understood. We'll get to the bottom of this. I swear on the name of the supporting gauntlet. I never would have guessed we'd all get to team up for a job like this. The notion would have been nearly unfathomable at the start of the year. Hey, it just goes to show we've come a long way since back then. Yeah, you guys have really made a name for yourselves. If things don't work out with the police, you could probably get hired at the guild in a heartbeat. Absolutely. I'm more than happy to have you in the guild too. I think it'd be a perfect match. Are you certain the guild is the one you intend to pair me with? We appreciate the sentiment. That aside, I don't have a good feeling about whatever these cryptids are. Me neither. I say we should split the work up so we can get to it. The CGF's report mentions 5 of those things in total. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like you guys to take care of 2 of them. Offering to do most of the job yourselves, you're too kind. Are you sure that's okay? It seems a bit disproportionate. Plus, Arius isn't here to help this time around. That's exactly the reason. You guys will be feeling the pressure from his absence just as much as us, if not more. Not to mention, monster exterminations are typically Abrasive's jurisdiction. We both have other jobs to take care of in addition to the cryptids, so I think dividing things like this is for the best. If you insist. I don't know if I'm really okay with pushing all of that on you guys. Don't sweat it, it's not like we aren't on the same team here. Besides, you guys will probably have your hands full with the society again before long. Oh yeah. Dang, I was trying to forget about those lunatics. The Society of Ouroboros. The Bracer Guild has issued them already, does it not? Yes, Estelle, Joshua, and the rest of the Liberalian branch first encountered them during the Libero incident. The guild has had a number of run-ins with them across the continent since then as well. Not to mention the attack on the guild branches in Erebonia, that's suspected to be their doing too. Our presence in the Empire has declined significantly ever since, thanks to pressure from the Imperial government. They're so prolific. For real, the more we learn about these guys, the less I want to know. Yeah. Truth be told, the guild doesn't know a lot about who they are or what their internal structure is like. We don't even know what they're after most of the time. All I can say for sure is to watch your backs around them. Yeah, and give us a ring if you run into any trouble here. The cryptids aren't the only common enemy we have. Those snakes are our problem too. Got it. We'll update you if anything happens. Chapter 3, Budding Turmoil. Blah blah blah. Case A, Ursula Road. Through a small cave along the sandbar, a visual profile possesses various tortoise-like characteristics. Case B, East Crossbell Highway. Past the boathouse. Plant-like creature possesses an enormous mouth. Scary. The Sandbar and Ursula Road and the outskirts of East Crossbell Highway. We haven't been to either of those places much lately. They don't sound as aggressive as the one that appeared back at the old mine, at least. Still, wouldn't hurt to get ourselves fully prepped. We also need to investigate what's causing them to appear, right? Yes. Given the spatial distortions reported, the higher elements, time, space, and mirage must be at play. Should be able to perceive when the higher elements are active. Ascertaining the source of the cryptid tower may prove difficult. The reason the higher elements went haywire at Stargazer's tower and the moon tower remains a mystery. Actually, wasn't the sun fort over at the ancient battlefield the same way? Yeah, I remember the higher elements being active when we entered there too. However, the abnormalities ceased to exist once the crisis was resolved. And unlike at the moon temple, we didn't have to stop any bell to do so, which makes determining the source that much more difficult. Well, no sense of brooding over it. We need to get a move on. Chances are this won't be the only job we have to take care of. Good point. Okay, let's go after we check the terminal for new support requests. The Crossville News Service, blah blah blah, is planning, which will detail various eateries across the state. I'll investigate whatever it is my son is scheming. Megalobat. Let's deal with this threat swiftly. Looks like the requests aren't slowing down today, and I doubt it's because Arias isn't available right now. Right. The chief said he was going to go visit them in the hospital today. It'd be nice to join if we're in the area. For sure. Even Kia went yesterday from what I hear. She was feeling pretty down about it. Indeed, I worry for her. Well, if we use the car, it shouldn't take long to get to the hospital. I'm sure we can make some time to go visit the McLeans ourselves. That's a good idea. I know they did what they could to fix Shizuka's eyesight, but it seems the technology just isn't quite there yet. That's the way it sounds. Thankfully, the operation wasn't necessarily a failure, though I suppose it couldn't be called a success either. Bro, that is depressing. Kia and Kat. Also, we gotta go into all the rooms. Not too shabby. Oh, it's up top. I was like, what? Nothing for Wazi. Chief's not here. Kia. Oh, hey guys. Is everything okay, Kia? You haven't been the same since you visited Shizuka yesterday. I'll be okay. Hey Lloyd, is it gonna be hard to fix Shizuka's eyes? Well, probably if I had to guess. It doesn't sound like the surgery was a complete failure, but she still has a long way to go. I see. Hey now, Kia, I know it's hard, but you can't let it get you down forever, right? The last thing Shizuka wants is for you to be all in the dumps because of her. Randy's got a point, Kia. Shizuka needs you now more than ever. Your encouragement and friendship are the best medicine she could ask for. Yeah, you guys are right. I have to cheer her up the next time I see her. That's what best friends do for each other. Thanks, guys. I'm feeling a little better now. Oh, yeah, I promised the others I'd play with them, so I should get going. Oh, sure. Just be careful out there. You think she'll be okay? Sure hope so. At the very least, she perked up almost instantly just now. No time to mull it over, though. Let's get going. Yeah! Did I buy a second? No, there's no black teddy bear. Oh, I can't do it until okay. I can't do it until day 2. Okay. That's why. Okay. First things first, we need to go and outside. Well, the first things first, we need to heal up. Wait, who's in my party? Oh, it's Noel. Okay. First things first. We need to go to Jensen. Okay. Now, $70 grand. Holy crap. No. Okay. Now that that's done. $70,000. That's funny. All right. All right. All right. And now we have to go all the way back to Central Square. Survival vest. 703. Oh, that's strength. Okay. Holy chain! Prevents death blow. Equip. Alrighty then. With that, we gotta sell everything. Speed plus 15. I have 40k. Okay. Good, good, good. Oh, there's actually an event in the IBC that I skipped over. That's fine. Ba 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 ba. Interesting. We gotta go to Tally's general store. She's a Q, she's a Q. We are off to see she's a Q. I never fed the cat, did I? Oops. I'll do that after this. I'm told that the SSS has taken on the Krypton investigation. My apologies, such matters are typically under Bracer jurisdiction, but with me being away from the guild right now, knock it off. You don't need to worry about that. It's still a joint investigation, not like my kids are biting off more than they can chew. Trust me. I trust them to take care of things for today, at least. So you say. Come on, you know as well as anyone how much they've grown this year. Besides, you should be enjoying this time together while you have it. You don't get to do this nearly enough. If you ask me, a dad's place at times like these is right beside his daughter. I'm in your debt, Sergey. Thank you, Chief. That's very kind of you. Pardon us. It's the SSS! We're not gonna make it to the 5-hour mark, by the way. The SSS. What are you guys doing here? I told them I'd be coming alone since all of you are supposed to be busy today. Sorry about that, Chief. We want to check in on Shizuku ourselves. Her eyes are open. Thank you for visiting SSS. Oh, Shizuko, I've never seen you with your eyes open like that. Does that mean your son is back? No, not exactly. Dr. Salin did everything that she could as the operating surgeon. On paper, the procedure was a success, but her vision has not fully recovered. All that has returned thus far is her ability to perceive light around her. That's so. Well, I mean, so she's got it half back then. Well, maybe not half. She's got some of it back. I'm sorry to hear that. Don't worry about me, everyone. I'm okay. But since you're all here, would it be alright for us to all take a walk to the roof together, Father? That'd be nice. I was just starting to think it's a little crowded in here. We could all use some fresh air. But Shizuko just had surgery. Shouldn't she be taking it easy? The doctor said her condition is stable so long as she isn't exposed to strong light for an extended period of time. Seeing as today is a little overcast, there shouldn't be any issues with taking her outside. I'll inform the staff. Would you all help Shizuko out of bed and make sure she's ready to go? So the Divine Blade of Wind has a soft spot for his darling little girl. Add him to the list, I suppose. He's always like that. Father is a kind man once you get to know him. Yeah, now we can go for a little jog, skip, and walk with the guy. We're up for it. I'm excited already. Her eyes are open. That's the best bet. Watch your step, Shizuku. I will, Father. The breeze is so nice and the sunlight is so warm. I almost forgot how bright it could get. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Shizuku. Now that I think about it, Arias did mention something about you being able to perceive light again. I'm still not able to make out any details, but yes, that's right. I can sense how bright it is now, almost like there's a white haze all around me. A white haze? I think I can imagine it. Your eyes know there's light there, but it's not the same as having vision. I mean... Oh, you don't have to be sad for my sake, everyone. I'm very happy with how well the surgery went. You are? Well, at first I was upset that I didn't get all of my eyesight back, of course. At that point, I started giving up hope that I was ever going to get better. Shizuku. But after thinking about it, I realized this is the first treatment I've ever had that's made this much progress. That means my eyes can still get better, even if it takes a long time. It gave me a reason to believe again. Hey! Plus, I don't want to let Father, Kia, and everyone at the hospital who's been let down Father, Kia, and everyone who's been supporting. So I'm not going to give up. I want to continue my treatment. Shizuku, you're amazing. Not everyone has that kind of strength. Honestly, I wouldn't. Like, I don't know how I would function if I was blind. Well, I don't know if I'd call it strong. I still need everyone's help. Without Father here to pay my hospital bills for me, I don't know what I'd do. As long as you haven't given up, I'll support you for as long as it takes. So don't worry about that, Shizuku. Just focus on getting better for us. Base parenting right there. For now, you know. Exactly what your mother would want too. You're right, Father. Thank you. I know Mother's with the goddess watching over us, so I'll keep doing my best to make her recovery. For you and her both. She's got some fire in her belly, eh, Arius? No question who her daddy is. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, does it? I'd say she gets it from her mother, if anything. It's almost time for us to return to your room, Shizuku. Doctor's orders. Oh, yes, of course. We'll walk you back inside. Toward Lloyd and the others enjoyed a few moments of light conversation in Shizuku's hospital room. Alright, I should be getting back to work. You two enjoy your father-daughter time, Arius. Much appreciated, Sergey. We'll see you tonight, Chief. Will do. I'll be expecting to hear all about your cryptid investigation. With the divine with the divine dad of wind here taking some time off, this is your chance to close the gap. Divine dad of wind. The divine what? Later, guys. Thank you for coming, Chief. That's funny. I can't believe you said that with the man himself still in the room. Who else do we know who could get away with that? Well, he is my former superior. I can afford him a little bit of leeway. Nevertheless, he was correct. I hope you have no objections to investigating the cryptids for today. I plan to be back to work first thing tomorrow. Until then, lend your aid to Scott, Wenzel, Aeolia, and Lynn. We'll do what we can. And thank you for covering for Father, everyone. I hope your work goes well. And I'm glad you visited too. It was fun talking with you all. The pleasure was all ours, Shizuku. We'll come see you again soon. Take care. 40k, 30 hours. So it's gonna be like another 60-hour game then, because we're at roughly the halfway point at 30 hours. Anyway, we need to go feed the cat, and then I'm gonna end the stream because I actually have a headache right now. But it's fine. We at least got the normal 3 hours. And that was I was exaggerating when I said I was gonna go for 5 hours. Like, I guess we should go to Belgard first. Fine. Oh, I can rest from here too. Cool. Miriel. Boom, 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 boom. She's upstairs, right? I believe her room is upstairs. Miriel. How's it hanging, Warrant Officer Miriel? Working hard or hardly working? You know very well the answer to that question. Honestly, Randy, I told you the other day that I was promoted to second lieutenant. Ignore him. Congratulations on your promotion. Thank you, Sergeant Major. Feels nice to be moving up, but it also means I'm going to be saddled with additional responsibilities. I'll just have to buckle down and apply myself even more from here on out. Even more? Like you aren't walking around with a stun halberd up your butt already. Randy! You're gonna get burned out if you keep that up. You gotta learn how to chillax, be as cool as the other side of the pillow. I don't recall asking for life advice from the local moron, Randy, but thank you for spoiling our pleasant conversation. Ouch! 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 Promotion or not, some things are never going to change out. Hey, where's that gift I bought for your promotion? Aren't you going to wear it? You know, that shiny little thing I picked up at Michelin. You bought a present. Jewelry, even. To be reasonable, Randy, you should know I can't wear something like that while I'm in uniform. I'm working officer of the CGF. It's too flashy. It's like, put it away as a keepsake. I mean, I stuffed it away somewhere out of sight because I couldn't stand to look at it. Tossed it in the back of my desk or something. You're blushing me to hell. Cute. Huh! This is the first time I've actually, like, paid close attention to what she's saying. Huh. That's interesting. Sonia. Yeah, you know, potential threat of these mysterious cryptid boats. Unfortunately, due to political climate, the CDF must focus on our state borders. Count all of you to spare this investigation instead. We won't let you down, Commander. Okay. Now that we've got that out of the way, so Randy and Miriel. Okay. I mean, hey. She's a tsundere, though. I'm sure Randy doesn't mind. Cat. All the catos. Give food. Salmon. Funya! Cast 1. Oh my, give this to me. Thanks, Kape. We'll make sure to put it to good use. Tally's General Store. I want to check something in Tally's General Store before we go. There is a hidden quest we need to do. But that'll be... Ooh, no, tomorrow's... Damn it. Oh, that's expensive. Anyway, Feck. I was hoping it would have chapter 4, even though it's not in the thingy. Oh well. Anyway, as I said, I'm gonna end off here. I have a headache. But we actually finally managed to do the intermission chapter. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know if I'll start normal time or after, most likely after. And the normal time, if I stream, it'll be on the alt.